What are we talking about? So we fucking
NASCAR.
backdooring me on this shit to put me on the spot.
That would get picked up on the mic for sure. All right. What's good, fam? It's your boy, Jorge. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer Podcast. I got my guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Hater Dave's back in the studio.
What's up, guys? Glad to be here. You get to see my face now, so congratulations.
This is what he looks like.
Yeah.
It's wild. Him and his neat little jerk thing that he keeps doing.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Not used to being live.
So Pilot Hero is MIA. His vagine hurt a little bit today, so we got Pilot Hero in the studio. Or
No, I'm
Hater
here,
Dave.
Pilot
Yeah.
Hero. Yeah. Yeah, guys, glad to be here. Glad to join you guys. Been watching the live feed. Looks good. I love it. Love what's going on. And Mike was here last week.
Yeah, that was a good show.
that.
I like
Yeah.
that one. That was.
He's always good, man. He flows pretty good.
Yeah, he talks a lot. But just even listening to the show and everything, I was like, we talked about a lot of cool stuff, and I don't know, it was a good show.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So I couldn't even get in the comments. I was watching live, but I don't know what's going on with my YouTube account. I just, for some reason, I couldn't log in, so I couldn't comment.
Yeah.
But
If you haven't seen that video, it's still up on our channel, so make sure you go over there and check it out. And then we have a little announcement. We got a new show coming, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we do that, let's give some props over to our people at Goyaki Yerba Mate. Thank you guys for the support.
Goyaki, thank you. I'm not gonna be that vicious with it, but
What an amateur.
yeah, Blue Foria. I don't know if I've had this one before, but that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't tried this yet, grab a can, check it out. It's not like as sweet as a Rockstar or anything else. Like any.
We don't mention other brand names here.
Anyways. It's not as sweet as other typical energy drinks, and this one is supposed to be all pretty much natural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
No, it's great. I
organic
like
and
it.
stuff.
I like it. You gave me a few cans to take home. I do like they do have a low calorie version, which I like.
Make sure you go over to goyaki.com. Check out the store locator. You go there, put your zip code in, and it'll tell you basically anywhere in your area within your zip code that carries this product and which product. So saves you a lot of time and energy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
What do we got going on this week? Anything good?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, but I think we should talk about what's been going on with you. We haven't seen you in a while. I forget what episode you were on, but
probably like episode 4 and maybe 16.
Yeah, I know you were on twice.
I think it's only been on twice, but yeah, it's been a long time. Not a whole lot's going on, man. COVID obviously threw a wrench in everyone's system. We're kind of letting that whole thing play out. For those of you that aren't in Northern Nevada, we're probably in the toughest real estate and job market in the U.S., I think. Our statistics, that's not official, but I personally work in the casino industry, and employing and gaining new employees right now is incredibly difficult. Houses have gone up, I think, at least 50%.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could have been 50% in the last 18 months or so. So the area that we live in general has been a pretty tough one to deal with if you're an employer or looking to buy a new house. Let's see. Outside of that, everything's great, man. The kids are loving life. We got, they're playing the Nintendo Switch. Mario Golf is something that I've discovered and since I've been on, and I love it. My 3-year-old and 7-year-old can play it, and you can still make it as challenging as you want with all the settings and stuff on there. We've been enjoying that.
I know you got the Switch Lite for the kids.
Yeah.
They play it on that?
We usually play it on just the console connected to the TV. The Switch Lite stays at Grandma's house.
Oh, okay.
So they don't use her iPad and whatnot.
Yeah.
Racking up extra charges that she's unaware of until the next day, or how that works.
Okay, that makes sense. I was kind of wondering, like, how not compatible, because it's the Switch still, but how good that version is on the Lite.
It's great. I mean, it has all the same features. You just can't connect it to your TV.
Is the Lite touchscreen?
I don't
think it is.
I don't actually know the answer to that because the controllers are obviously connected to the console, so it's like everything's navigated with the joysticks and stuff. But yeah, everything operates the same. Just it's definitely just for a single user experience, though.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So so life's been treating you good through COVID and everything. We all survived.
Yeah, so I was one of I was fortunate enough to stay employed the whole time, and thankful for that. And wife's doing great, and yeah, everything's good, man.
Yeah, that's good. I think we have to talk about this. We need to. It has some gaming involved in it, but there's a big tragedy. The Travis Scott concert this past weekend, the Astro World over in Houston, Texas. Basically, there's like a stampede of people, and eight people ended up dying. I think maybe it's up to 9 now, and there's hundreds that were injured, and some that are pretty bad where they're like hanging. They could die or live. So it was just a very tragic. It's a tough one. Everyone's blaming him. Right. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on, like it's not just about him, but him being up there during the show and stuff, like out of anyone, he could kind of see what's going on in the crowd. I think, and that's kind of what people are saying. Like, you could have stopped the crowd. Right. You could have just stopped and been like, hey, get some help over there, or just stopped your show. But he's like a big time, like, let's rage. And his concerts are notorious for raging, just super high energy, stuff like that. So a lot of people are putting the blame on him. They just kind of feel like he's an asshole a little bit and just didn't care enough to do something about it.
Right. And so I'm glad you brought this up because I actually didn't really keep up on this story. I kind of got some glimpses on, I don't know, probably TikTok or Twitter or I don't know, something. But I didn't know actually what was happening. All I read was briefly that this is something doesn't appear to be like unheard of at these huge events. And this was at Astro World, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's his own festival.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know, do you know if any of this happens at any other like what's a big EDM?
No, it hasn't really happened. I think it's happened in one show before, like way back in the day, where there was kind of like a stampede. So it doesn't really happen. So with this happening now and just kind of how the world is going, I think it's going to change a lot on how concerts are, especially these big like EDM concerts and then, festivals and stuff like that. So I think there was about 50,000 people at this show.
Yeah. I mean, how do you control a group that big?
And there was also a part during the day where a lot of people were trying to get in, and he was just like, fuck it, just come in or whatever. And they broke down the fence, and a lot of people went in. So you don't really know exactly how many people were in there. Right. Because a lot of people snuck in, ran in and stuff like that. And then one of the stories going on, and I guess it's been confirmed, so it's not just like hearsay. A lot of stuff comes out when certain things like that happen. But there was someone in the crowd with a syringe injecting people with something that was making them pass out, like basically immediately or something like that. So
that's pretty scary.
So it's like, how did that person get in? But it could have been a person that got in from jumping the fence earlier that day and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of I'm always looking at things from a business standpoint. That's a huge liability when you have someone telling the whole group to kind of disregard whatever they have set up as either a security protocol or like just general flow of things. Yeah. That puts a lot of questions on the board for him.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's already being sued. Drake, the artist, he was also there performing just as a guest. Right. And he's already being sued as well, even though he really had nothing to do with it. Right. With the show or anything, putting on the event. It wasn't Drake's show, it was Travis Scott's. So there's a lot of backlash. And Travis with it, but from like the past years, has grown his brand to, really big. So big that he's been in Fortnite.
Right. And I think if I remember right, you guys covered him previously on a podcast just about how influential he is with his audience.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's young, and he has just a lot of cool brands. He did the McDonald's deal. He has a lot of Jordans coming out. His Cactus Jack collabs that he does are big. Right. So he's in Fortnite as well as a character, and he's actually one of my favorite characters on there. But Fortnite just removed his emote. Basically, it's him grabbing the mic stand and just raging with it, like that. But I guess the emote's on there, and then this tragedy happened, so they ended up going and being like, all right, let's take this off right now.
Right.
But if you still have it, you could use it, but it just wasn't available for sale at that moment because of what happened. But that brings up the good question, like, would they maybe cancel him as far as just take him off there? It's not looking good for him. That's the thing.
Right.
So I know when the Washington Redskins, the football team, changed their name, they went in there and deleted that skin and gave you a refund if you wanted it.
Right.
Or you could keep it, and then you would just be the Washington football team or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So they have the potential to go in there and change stuff or whatever, but it's like, they're going to be refunding everyone that bought the skin, probably just in V-Bucks or just your money back and stuff like that. So it's it's not looking good.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to deal with, both for just companies that are carrying his brand like Fortnite. And I mean, they have like a live concert or something inside the game for him?
That was like one of the biggest things. That's like kind of why my kids like Fortnite.
Right. Yeah. No, I remember when I was over here watching part of it with your kids. I don't know if it was a replay of something on YouTube or what, but I was like, oh,
they always watch it. So if he comes on the radio, they're like, oh, that's Travis Scott because of Fortnite.
Right.
Something like this happens. It's very tragic, and like 8 people lost their lives, and hundreds were hurt and just emotionally scarred as well. Like, imagine that, watching people just get trampled in front of you.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, who knows? We'll have to stay tuned to see what the ultimate result of everything is, and who they find to be responsible or partially responsible for any of it or all of it or what. Yeah.
But the thing is, on whether he's found responsible or not through like actual legal, like, yes, he was the reason why it happened or whatever, his reputation might not recover from that, whether he finds responsible or not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like a really bad situation for him, I think.
Yeah. I think he'll be feeling this for a little while.
Yeah. Shout out to Pilot Hero. He's in the chat. He couldn't be here.
Pilot Hero.
But he's on the chat.
Thanks for joining us. I'm sorry to fill in. I feel like I'm almost like intruding on your seat right now, but.
And then John Remp says, why not Roger there? Well, John, you should ask Roger. Yeah. He's in the chat.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. But on this channel, on this show, not this show, but on this channel, we're going to bring on a new show, and it's going to be called
Friday Game Flow. Guys, tune in every Friday. We got probably the top stories of the week in gaming covered in 10 minutes or less. So check it out. It'll be on the same channel, same YouTube channel, JAA7 Studios. And we hope to get that to you every Friday morning.
Yeah. So maybe look out for it tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
We just did our first one, so we'll see what happens in the editing process. We may or may not be posting that one tomorrow.
Pilot Hero says your hair is killing it, Dave.
Oh, thank you. I feel really good about that. I was just commenting about how I haven't had time to get a haircut because.
And I know Pilot is very critical on the hair. So
I know. Yeah, he's got a whole like bush thing going on.
That's why I just wear a hat.
Yeah, I thought about bringing a hat and then I forgot one. So
someone did say to me one day, like, "Why do you always wear a hat? You bald?"
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah, I'm far from that, though.
Yeah,
I just have a lot of hats, and it's like a style thing.
Yeah, you know I think so. That's like your thing, though.
Yeah, it's a
like
style
hats
thing.
And shoes for you. You're big into style for sure. I'm trying to pick it up.
Yeah, one of the drawbacks from like hats and just like, cause I just wear whatever. It's not like I only wear A's hats or whatever. Right. You know, this happens to be an A, but people always comment on it, or people get aggressive with me, and it's like, what? Because of the hat I'm wearing.
Really?
So, not that long ago, I went to dinner for my birthday. And we were up there, and the guy was all waving at me and shit. And I'm like, what? So I look at him. He's all, the Dodgers game's on, like at the bar.
Did you have a Dodgers hat?
I had an LA hat on. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. I'm all, it's over there. I can't see it. He's all, turn around. I'm all, dude, we're cool, dude. I'm not.
But he was all jazzed to see you're having an LA hat on there, you know?
So that usually happens to me, like when people.
Is it the World Series right now?
No, it happened already. Actually, Atlanta Braves won.
Oh, okay.
So, wearing the proper hat. But, yeah, that happened. But that usually happens to me where people are like, Dodgers suck. If I'm wearing it's like, I don't even know what I'm wearing half the time.
Right. No,
I just know it matches kind of with what
I'm actually purposefully cautious about me wearing sports teams because, like, if someone came up to me and I was wearing, like, my wife's family's big into Steelers, so I know a little bit about them. So if I had a Steelers jersey on and someone said something to reference him, I would just be like, phew.
Yeah.
No idea what that guy just said, and probably wouldn't even recognize that he was referencing the Steelers.
Yeah.
So that's funny. But yeah, actually, the hat you have on now, I think I complimented you on that last time you had it on because it's just not, you don't see that hat almost anywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I've ever seen it, so it was pretty good.
I got some heat in the closet.
Nice. Some heat in the closet. That sounds odd. All right.
Speaking of heat in the closet, the PS5 restock. So Walmart has been restocking PS5s left and right all week. They had like 3 drops last week, but yet no one can get them. They're just selling out. Like, there's insiders there.
That fast? Yeah, someone's got
the people that work there are probably like buying them or like telling their friends to come in or whatever. But they're only going to get harder to get the closer we get to Christmas. And it's like we're coming at the 1-year anniversary of having the PS5 drop.
Right.
So, really, if you want to get one, I would be online every single day over at GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Amazon, PlayStation Direct, Newegg, and StockX, because those are the places that are restocking the PS5. I'm not really sure price wise. Like some of these places, like StockX, I'm sure that they're marking up the prices.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But Best Buy and stuff like that is probably retail and stuff.
Right.
But I would be checking every single day because, like I said, Walmart had 3 restocks last week, and I mean it was still hard to get. So
what's a restock? Do they give you a number or just like
it's whatever they get?
I mean, it might sounds like an advertisement ploy to me. Like,
I mean, it could.
They never got any in, but hey, Walmart's got them, and then just get people to the back in the electronics center, so they have to buy something on their way out.
Yeah.
That's interesting. How much of that you think is as a regular supply issue, and how much of it is the current supply strain on everything else?
I think it's just a strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't think the production's slower because of everything else going on with cars, microchips, all that?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I think it's a strain on that right now with all of COVID and everything, because usually they're able to have enough. In the past, like, you can go to the store and maybe the first month everything's sold out, but after a while, you start going to the stores and they're in the shelf.
Right.
4 or 5 on the shelf. You can just grab it whenever. Christmas comes along, those do sell out and you got to wait. But like sometime between all that, there's always supply.
Yeah, surplus there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair. I was in Costco, I think, earlier this week, and for the first time ever, I saw a Costco with almost an entirely empty shelf. Like, you know what I mean? It was like the whole bay, the whole aisle was in a refrigeration area. It was like so depleted. I was like, this is unheard of.
Yeah.
They're usually the place that's always like perfectly stocked and faced and all that stuff. So
we got John in the chat. He says, "Sell me that PS5 in the background."
Yeah, you got 2.
And bundle it with the A's and the A's hat.
Right? Yeah, that thing's it's pretty good.
How much money you got, John? Let me know. We could maybe work something out. But when I did get that one, I got a hit too from someone that worked at Walmart, letting me know, hey, there's a new shipment coming in. I think it was about 5 or 6. And I told Roger. So Roger's like, dude, get it for me. I'll give you the money.
Roger doesn't have one yet?
Oh, he got one after that.
Oh, okay. I was just like...
But so I went in like 3 days in a row, and they were like, no, we don't know anything about that. And I'm like, but a person that works here told me that you guys were getting it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe you're right. Maybe it's
I don't know. I don't think in a personal line of connection, someone's going to be like, hey, we're getting these in. And then, it wasn't just to bring you in to sell extra stuff.
Yeah. So that maybe you are onto something with that. But yeah, if you guys are looking to get some PS5s, especially for the holidays for your kids or for yourself, I would start looking now.
Yeah, I would say that's probably going to be a tough one to find.
There is going to be the Black Friday deals.
I haven't even seen turkeys out yet. And how far are we from?
About
2 weeks maybe?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Away from Thanksgiving and no turkeys.
Yep.
Great.
They need to go kill them all.
Yeah, something. I don't know what's going on with that, but...
Well, your wife was talking about
it's going to be a $300 turkey this year. I feel it.
A crossbow and arrow and get one herself.
Yeah, she's a dreamer, huh? Yeah. It's like, well, let's learn how to shoot a bow first, and then we'll talk about going out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
It's so funny that she talks like that too, because she's like, it'll be 68 degrees in the house and she'll be frozen. I'm like, okay.
All right, John. We'll might have to talk, okay? Real quick, Twitch. You can get that now on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's a tongue twister.
That's a huge upgrade for the Switch. I think it brings up a whole new demographic in age wise.
Yeah. So on our previous podcast, I talked about how the Nintendo Switch brought in like actual video, like movies on there for Pokemon. There's a Pokemon app where you can watch like a ton of the cartoons and stuff like that, which is first time ever for the Nintendo Switch having some type of like video player type thing. Right. So I thought that was a cool deal, but now they're actually bringing the Twitch app. So basically anything you can get on the app, or if you go online on your desktop, everything that you could do on there, you can do it on the Switch.
Okay.
So you'll be able to watch all your all the content creators over on Twitch.
What do you think of that? I mean, it really does open them up to a whole nother demographic age group, but I almost feel like they're kind of late in the game. You know, if they want to take that route.
Yeah, they're very, they do their own thing type deal. But, right now on Twitch, you can watch the football game that's on right now, Thursday Night Football. They
oh, nice. Okay.
Twitch has that partnership with Twitch and Amazon with the NFL for Thursday Night Football.
Right.
So technically you can get on your Nintendo Switch right now and watch a football game.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the gaming version of Disney, I think. Where like they have they have all their licensing stuff, like all Nintendo items, Mario, everything associated with that is kind of stuck on the Switch. Like you really are never going to see that on any other console. But then that's kind of like also they're like a huge wall for them to cross.
Yeah,
a barrier for them to cross into other content.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know, like what would you think, like because I was thinking about like Netflix, but even like just a YouTube. You start putting YouTube on there, and then kids are not only playing video games on there. I guess it's like a phone, but like not only playing like really cool video games, but then also spending their time on Twitch and YouTube on there.
Right.
Like, is that too much for a kind of like a kid type of device?
I would imagine that the probably parental controls can block or even just putting a password to download stuff onto the Switch would probably prevent a lot of that if the parent doesn't want that. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's almost like you might lose what a Switch is to like a 7-year-old as it kind of progresses into basically an iPhone.
Right.
So in this day and age, I don't know at what age kids get phones, but it doesn't seem like it's.
Well, my kid has a phone.
Yeah, it's before 10.
Yeah. Pretty
sure. So.
So you might like this story. A popular Twitch streamer, Amaranth, she's huge for the AMSR or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, those ladies are freaks.
She's over there licking the microphone forever.
Did you ever understand that?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like the audio version of Pornhub, I guess, but I don't know. Well, obviously you've seen the stuff, right? And
well, like but the thing is, but also like you can watch them.
What are you doing?
I think it's like phobias. Some people is like the opposite of a phobia. They really like certain things, so they might really like the sound of like females' nails on the microphone.
Oh, okay, just audio things like a foot fetish.
Yeah, exactly. So with this, not only do you get the audio, but then you're also watching this really pretty girl,
right?
Sit there and just lick this thing forever. But she also does the hot tub streams, which she made popular.
Right.
She has like 16,000 concurrent viewers at a time.
That's insane. I got to thank the Gamer Boyz for bringing her into my life, because I would have never known about her until you showed me. But yeah. I think that was the last time I actually looked.
And that's why
this is a real thing.
I think that's why your wife don't like me.
I know, right? That's funny. Yeah.
I expose people to not so good stuff.
I think it's the last time I looked at it, but it's just like I would have never have thought. Like I knew what is it, ASMR?
Yeah.
Was before, but I never knew how far it has gone now. Yeah.
So the reason
disturbing.
The reason she's making the news now is obviously she's very successful with what she does, has a lot of money.
Right.
So she just actually went out and bought a gas station in the area she lives in, and she broke it down on Twitter actually. And I don't have that right now, but she broke it down on Twitter exactly how it worked. And I'm like, well, obviously
gas station.
Yeah. So obviously she knows people, very smart, and that gave her advice like, hey, this is what you should do with your money and stuff like that. So she ended up buying this gas station for $110,000, but I think the gas station itself is worth I don't know, like 1.2 million or something like that. But the way it worked out, and then she's leasing it to someone. It's a Circle K or whatever it's called.
Gotcha. Okay. Hopefully she has her ASMR audio on at all times.
Yeah. So the thing is, she's getting backlash because she goes out there and posts like, hey guys, I just bought a gas station.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a normal tweet, really.
Yeah.
You know, like when you, hey guys, I just bought a car or whatever, you know, stuff like that. She's at a higher level than we are. So she's like, hey guys, I bought a gas station. And people started asking like why or whatever. And then she broke it down. And everything she broke down made sense to me. I'm like, well, if you have the money, that's a good investment. To me, it sounds like it, right? But people are not happy with her and just basically saying...
So actually, it's funny. I obviously I could see the tweet, but I was going to say that's why usually people with a lot of money start buying shit.
Well, yeah, this guy says, it's disgusting how you rich people can do all this, and if we try to do any of this, we can't. The system is made for rich to do this, and it's unfair and not right.
Oh, okay.
So when he says when we, meaning not so rich
the middle
people
class
or poor, you know what I mean? Yeah. But and then she comes back by saying, bruh, I'm going to pay like $6 million this year in federal income taxes. God forbid I try to lower that a bit via a legal investment maneuver. What do you think?
Well, I think that I don't know. You know, it's such a crazy thing. I come from a mindset that I'm trying to produce more wealth for myself, and I know, like I'm by no means a tax advisor, but I have a little bit of knowledge in federal tax system and how it works, and I know once you start accumulating wealth, particularly not in your own name, if it's under your own name, you're always going to get taxed on that pretty much. So, you know, as I have a company, as I'm sure she does, that she's like, you know,
her company's called the Mike Lickers.
Yeah, the MikeLickers.com or whatever. And so she's acting as someone working for her company. Yeah. And as they accumulate wealth, the goal is we'll buy something else that brings in more income before you get taxed on it. Mm-hmm. Because if you get taxed on it, obviously your buying power goes down.
Yeah.
So it's all about trying to find something else that'll bring in more income, and then you keep buying and buying. Yeah. Buying. That's the basic game that I'll say the rich play. But I mean, I think you can start extremely small to do that. By the way.
And but like basically, it's like we all have the ability to do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. If you're not there yet, then get to that point.
Right.
So I'm not gonna tell you guys how to get to that point.
Right.
You got to work. You know.
And the same advice I always hear across the board is find something you're passionate about. And if Mike licking is her thing, then so be it.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I think she has it easy, and I think that's the issue when.
Doesn't she do like 8-hour streams though?
12-hour streams.
Yeah, I'm surprised her tongue's not falling off yet.
Well, she does like the hot tub ones too, where she's like in a bikini basically, and I don't know. And then other times she actually plays video games. So
okay,
I'm not really sure. But to me, it's like kind of annoying. It's like, you know, you can't dog on someone because 5 years ago she wasn't in the place she's at now.
Right. No, she found a way to make it her own, and now she's gone from probably the same position that most of us were in, or a lot of times you hear about these stories. A lot of times they were in a worse position.
Yeah. And
they found a way to make it that was worth it to them if she's going to sacrifice her face and tongue and whatever to make some money. That was her decision. She's not doing anything illegal.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Now she's got the money, and now she's got to learn how to manage that money responsibly.
Yeah. So, and she also said, like, eventually she's going to sell this off. And then what she gets from there, she's going to put into another investment property and so on, like what he just said. And it's like, You can't knock someone for,
right.
for crying.
The idea is to find somewhere to put your cash that's going to produce more cash for you.
Exactly.
And then so speaking of that, it kind of on topic while we're at that, because clearly I think she's playing the game correctly, if you want to go that route. But it was a few years ago. I don't remember exactly what year, 2016 or something. But Amazon paid $0 in income tax. Do you remember that?
No.
I mean, it was like there was like headlines everywhere because it's billions and billions and billions of dollars in that company, and they paid zero in income tax basically because they're purchasing new things, assets to make their company worth more, and writing off that as an expense for the year. So do you feel like that kind of thing is okay when you have a company that massive?
Nah, they should pay something.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know where that line is, but yeah, it kind of seems wrong. It's like, ooh.
And that's kind of, I haven't really looked into it, but like right now, Elon's in the news.
Oh, right.
By selling,
that's great.
You know, like $1 billion worth of Tesla stock. And he basically says, all right, Tesla stock is worth whatever they're saying he's worth, which is a lot. Like, he's probably going to be the first trillionaire.
Yeah, richest man alive.
So Tesla stock worth that. I'm not. But he's like, so I got to sell the stock in order to get that money to pay these taxes that you guys are saying I should pay.
Right.
Or whatever. So I think that's what he was going to do. So you can pay $10 million worth in taxes or something. And he actually put out a poll on Twitter that says, should I? And I said, hell yeah, you should.
Yeah. And I think it was like, 62% of people said yes or something. I don't remember what.
So you ended up doing it.
But yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I saw that. It was, I don't know what the actual number came out to, but I thought it was in the billions.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy smokes.
I think it was 1 billion.
But that's crazy. So if he didn't cash those out, so he's going to be taxed on all that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big hit.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I don't know what you need money for anyway. But
well, yeah, that's not a hit on
that's
him.
That's like one of those things where that's probably over the line. Okay, that guy could probably be taxed a little heavier. But, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, back to the original story. What's her name? Amaranth.
John does say, dang, I will slob on a mic for 15 hours a day for that kind of money.
Yeah.
John, you're not wrong, and you're not alone.
John, unfortunately, some of us weren't blessed with the same looks as this lady.
That is true.
Feel free to look it up if you need to, and start a competitive. Call her out. Start something competitive with her.
Yeah. Maybe boxer.
Oh yeah, boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So over on our favorite people, YouTube, they're getting some backlash. Some people like it, but YouTube is not removing the dislike button, but they're keeping the button. But if you dislike our video, it's not going to show up. So good luck.
Oh, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah. That's basically what they're doing. They don't want to just like this cancel culture and everything that's going on. People just hating. Maybe someone dislikes this person. Let's say a Travis Scott now, because we already brought him up.
Right.
It's so easy to go on his music videos and just hit dislike now.
So what purpose would that serve then? Do you know? Like, so if I'm the creator,
like anti-bullying, basically.
Okay, so if a bunch of people click on
dislike, it's gonna affect. Well, it shows a dislike on there.
Oh, okay. I think they were hiding it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're hiding it.
Oh, okay.
So
I see it as a creator, but publicly no one sees it.
Right, but then that might deter people from actually wanting to dislike stuff because it's not going to show it, and that does affect the algorithm when it comes to how your video does and stuff like that. Right. So if a video has a ton of dislikes, it's not good.
Right, that's very true. Yeah, it's an interesting thing when you think about it. I don't even know what the purpose. Like, I'm not, I don't think every kid should get a trophy status, but
right.
I also question what was the purpose of the dislike button in the first place?
I don't know, just stating your opinion. Hey, this video sucks.
I guess, yeah.
So,
but you should put this video sucks button.
Yeah. So you can still dislike videos on YouTube, but I don't know if this is live yet, but it's just not going to count it and show the people, but the actual content creator is going to show you that people disliked your video.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a like for the hat, would you? So that's what hat is that?
I think, it's Atlanta Braves.
I thought it was Alabama.
No.
I was like, a college football team?
No.
It's similar, I think. Crimson Tide?
Yeah. No.
All right.
No. Atlanta Braves.
Okay. You got it.
All right, so it's a shame Pilot Hero's not here because I wanted to hear his opinion because I know he's a big fan. But Vin Diesel is pleading to The Rock to be in the last and final, and I heard it's a double movie basically, so it's gonna be 2 parts.
Oh God.
For Fast 10.
No. How is this still a thing?
I don't know, but like all the memes, I haven't watched it. Have you watched it?
No.
Anyone in the chat watched it?
I haven't watched the last 9. So.
I haven't watched in a while, but actually the last one I watched was when Paul Walker died. And they put him in there, like his brother was in the end or whatever.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see that whole one, but I did check it out because I heard like they did some kind of computer generative something to kind of.
And it was good, and I think his brother kind of looked like him too.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it worked out.
Yeah, I wanted to see what that looked like. It did look pretty realistic. I mean.
Yeah, so, but all the memes on TikTok they're just like, anything about family. It's like Dominic Toretto, the Vin Diesel character,
right.
Is all. He's like in outer space, but he's like, oh, but I got family, you know. So they're just making fun of how ridiculous the movie is.
His tagline is, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so he put out a Instagram post with The Rock. So they have like something against each other, and I guess The Rock or Vin Diesel, one of the two, said I can't work with the other guy. Mm-hmm. But the Rock is not in the movies now, so I'm assuming The Rock's like, hey, I can't work with Vin Diesel, right?
Wow, I wonder what that beef's about.
Yeah, so he starts off with his Instagram post, and he says, "My little brother Dwayne." Now, I take that as disrespect.
Yeah, which is ironic in itself because I'm pretty sure he's a
bigger,
taller than.
Yeah, he's way bigger than Vin Diesel. But he says, "My little brother Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10." So he's asking him, "Hey, come back and." Just the way, like I said, if they're beefing and they don't like each other, this post is not going to make The Rock come back.
I know, right? That's funny.
Just the way he's saying stuff. He's all, let's see here. He says, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs cannot be played by no other. So I'm
still in disbelief that they're making money on this.
I don't know.
Like after the third one, I thought they were like.
No, I don't know how the movies go, but like 1 and 2 obviously were good, and I think from like 1 and 2 they probably went into
we were like
Tokyo
right
Drift.
In that age group to be like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, there's a lot of car fans out there that are saying like these movies they have nothing to do with cars anymore.
Right, yeah, it's always get the bad guy and let's use cars to, catapult ourselves across a ravine and I don't know. Let's land an elephant and a parachute on the back of our Honda Civic that's souped up on. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Every time I see, I don't know when the last one dropped, like last year, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
That sound right? Yeah, I just saw the ad for it and I was like, oh.
I saw that they were like in outer space. Somehow they were like on a. I could be lying.
Souped up hatchback?
I don't know. I could be lying, but I think what we really want to see is The Rock and Vin Diesel fight.
Yeah,
celebrity.
That'd be great. Then the winner goes on to face Jake Paul, or is it Logan Paul?
Either.
Okay, they're both in it.
Well,
which one's the more popular? Which one that keeps going?
Well, the better one is Jake Paul, the younger brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll keep it with him.
He's actually fighting the Gypsy King's brother, which is Tyson Fury. He's fighting his brother Tommy Fury.
Okay.
Next month.
Is he as big as Tyson? Tyson's like 6'9", isn't he?
He's as big as Jake for sure though. He's not as big as his brother, I don't think, but he's as big as Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So this might be the actual test here.
Is he an amateur boxer? Tyson.
No, I think he fought in the undercard of Jake Paul's last fight.
Oh, really?
And he beat up the dude pretty good. So.
Okay.
But now that we're actually on that topic, so it's going to be December 18th, Saturday. One of the undercards is going to be good. It's going to be ex-NFL players. It's going to be Darren Williams, which I really not familiar with, but he's going to be fighting Frank Gore. And Frank Gore, I think the last team he played for, he was a running back for San Francisco 49ers.
I recognize the name from the Niners, but I don't know if it's the same guy.
Yeah. So that's him. It's going to be a heavyweight bout and at 215 pounds. So just researching this, a lot of people are like, dude, like ex players or that played with Frank Gore, they're like, be careful, Darren Williams, because Frank Gore, that's how he practiced. Like he would go to the gym and box.
Really?
So it's not like it's something that.
So he might have some skill and stuff. Like
yeah. So he's been boxing, maybe not professionally or people,
right?
But he's been in the gym boxing throughout his NFL career. So this could be a good opportunity for him to like make a name for himself,
right?
Knock this guy out, and then maybe move up and fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Because they weigh about the same.
Is it not crazy to you that media has enabled people that wouldn't ever normally be in that kind of situation now to just broadcast everywhere? Like people see it everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
20 years ago, you had to be at home watching TV to see ads for anything, basically, unless you're buying a newspaper.
Well, and that's so funny because like we don't at home we don't have like cable or anything. We have Netflix.
Yeah,
and,
today
stuff like that.
You don't even have ads on your TV.
Yeah. Well, like some of the ones, like Hulu, I think runs ads sometimes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But my mom has the boys sometimes, and she just has regular cable. So they'll come home and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, I saw that." I'm like, "How'd you see that?" Or he talks about a toy,
right,
or something.
Yeah, and you're like,
and it's because they watch it on Nickelodeon. They're watching cartoons, and then a toy pops up commercial. And then all of a sudden they're like,
yeah.
So it kind of makes me laugh because I'm like, where'd you see that? And they're like, on TV. I'm like,
right?
Oh.
Did you know a new James Bond film dropped?
Yeah.
My friend told me he went the other day, and I was like,
I heard it was really good.
There's a new James Bond film? Like, that's something that's, that's like, was like a big blockbuster every year that one's coming out. And now I'm like, I didn't even know one was coming to market.
Yeah. I heard it's actually really good.
Well, yeah, it's something on my to-do list for sure. If I can get the wife to join me, that'd be great.
We got Galen85 in the chat saying people love those movies, referring to the Fast and the Furious.
Okay, well, just my opinion. I don't know.
I actually,
I feel like once you've seen one
on Netflix, I watched probably like a month ago the very first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the first one, but I was like, I don't know, 15. Like that was my life. I wanted a Honda Civic that had lights underneath it and like blow fire at my rear end. That'd be cool.
I want to drive under a semi truck.
Yeah,
even though that's not possible because semi trucks are a lot lower in real life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's funny because that's that's the thing that stands out in my mind. One of the cool parts of the movie was when they were whipping back and forth underneath a semi trailer. Yeah, that never happened.
No. So the new Call of Duty Vanguard hit the streets.
I'm so far behind in this franchise.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten it yet. I don't think Pilot Hero has gotten it either.
This is like a throwback, right? Going back to World War II kind of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I've been watching a lot of gameplay. All the major content creators are already complaining about it. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing new about it. They're saying they missed the mark with it, whatever. That's why I'm not really sure if I want to get it. Because, like, I love the Battle Royale. I love Warzone. So why would I get something where...
So they're not updating into a new Battle Royale?
Actually, I think the map is changing.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys play Warzone and, the red doors, you can go in and teleport somewhere else. Basically, now every time you teleport, it shows you a glimpse of a different, like, jungle map or something like that. Those are a glimpse of the new map that's going to be...
Oh, that's cool.
So Verdansk is going to be gone, and it's going to be something new.
Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty cool. Though I think that's where you and I left off playing together was on Battle Royale. That's what we were playing all the time. I didn't even buy I guess now the older version.
Yeah, I bought that one.
You're right.
And then I played it like twice, and it's like, for what? The Battle Royale.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, the Battle Royale
and
actually.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
It's Fortnite with Call of Duty. Yeah, that's pretty. That's interesting.
Oh, Pilot Hero says he's gonna download it this weekend.
All right, play.
I like your attitude. I know, Pilot. I know Mace. If you get it, he'll for sure get it, and then you guys could get some games and stuff like that. I just, like I said, I don't really know if I want to just spend the money on it when I know I'm not gonna play it.
Right.
Because even like the multiplayer, like I love multiplayer, but it's just like it doesn't really attract me anymore. Like a Warzone Battle Royale.
Yeah, there's a lot more skill. I should say skill because it takes a lot of skill to be successful at the multiplayer, but it takes a lot more strategy. I feel like it's not like, hey, as soon as I die, I'm gonna respawn and off I go.
Yeah,
I'll try this again a different method, or if you have however you play,
Yeah, so we'll see, but yeah. So actually, next week, Pilot Hero can talk about it a little bit firsthand of what he thinks. But right now, there is a data miner, Modinas HD came out. They came out with saying that there's possibly a Captain America skin and a Indiana Jones skin coming to the new game.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That'd be awesome. So, but they're not having Battle Royale, so that's just an in-game character then?
Yeah, in-game.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But I think it'll transfer over as well, though, because when you go to your operator, you can select through your different game types, like multiplayer, zombies, and stuff like that. So you can get different type of players and stuff.
Will that carry over? Now I'm really asking off the base questions because I'm not hip on the production of these. But so will, let's say, these two characters carry over to Battle Royale, or is it a totally different company?
They should.
One's Treyarch and the other, what's the other one?
Well, there's been 3 games now.
So it's back at Treyarch.
Sledgehammer.
Okay.
I think it's called.
All right.
Pilot Hero says mainly because we know the guns will roll over to Warzone eventually, so I need to build them up. And that's true. So that's a complaint that everyone's been having. Like the XP for the guns is taking a little bit longer than usual, and that's kind of what you do. Like there's a new game, you play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Free for all, anything like that, so you can get high domination, so you can get high kill games with your guns, so you can upgrade your guns faster and get all the attachments and stuff.
Right.
So basically what he's saying is if you do that now, eventually when they make those guns available over on Warzone, they'll have all the attachments and everything already unlocked.
Okay, nice.
Or like someone like me, if I don't have
that's
access
a good strategy.
to that. Yeah.
But those guns are like M1 Grands and stuff, aren't they? Like, those are like basically World War II guns.
Yeah.
But so you think they're going to nerf the other ones?
I don't know. The gun system is so broken in the game that...
Oh, really?
Yeah, the shotguns, as far as like 2 days ago, were like super overpowered.
Again?
I was watching... just in the new game, though,
How many
Vanguard.
cycles of that have gone through?
Yeah. People were basically using shotguns as like SMGs. So it's like people like across the room, they were just shotgun them and stuff like that. So I'm sure that's getting patched real soon if it hasn't already.
Right.
But it's weird how they don't know the balance.
Yeah, that is really interesting. I'm not sure how they're coming up with, like, that's a good release. Go ahead, let it loose.
Yeah.
And then they patch it and they go, oh wait. Some of it's got to be just to try different things that keep people interested. Like if your favorite gun's the MP5 and now it's got a little boost in the accuracy and maybe the power.
Yeah.
Makes you a little bit better of a player. Give you a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
Well, what else we got? Anything?
That was it for all the topics we have. So now we just bullshit.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, that's fun. This is where Pilot Hero comes in. He's good at that.
Yeah. Just real quick, what have you been watching? Anything special?
A lot. No, nothing special. A lot of murder mystery stuff in bed with my wife. I guess it's got me to the point to where I'm a little suspicious of her all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you suffer from that, but like I'm like.
Well, not from that because I don't watch that, but I did have a situation last year during this whole quarantine, and it could have been because everything was just off. Everything was just different. But I forget. I watched that documentary, Don't F with Cats.
Oh, right. Yeah, you told me about that.
And then I watched, like, Tiger King, even though that wasn't bad at all. But then I started watching kind of, like, serial killer stuff. And I ended up watching one about Johnny Versace.
Okay.
So, The Murder of Johnny Versace or something like that. It's on Netflix. I don't know if it's on there anymore. But basically, it turned out to be, like, a kind of a serial killer. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So, it was this guy that he just happened to, like, be in love with Johnny Versace. And he ended up killing like 4 other people and Johnny Versace.
Oh shit!
So it was kind of like a whole triangle thing that he did.
Were they related, Or
no.
So he was just picking people.
Just people that were like in his life.
Right. Okay.
He ended up killing these people and stuff like that.
Wow.
But then I remember having a dream, and I was like I killed someone, and my sister helped me cover it up. And then I remember like waking up and going to the bathroom, and then I was like, did that really happen?
Yeah.
Like just kind of like dazed and stuff, and I was like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So then after that, I didn't even finish it. It was just weird. It was a weird.
Yeah, no, I kind of go through the same thing. I think psychologically I get too deep into the woods with some of that stuff where we've done this before. My wife and I, when we go to bed at night, we'll watch like a 45-minute episode of Unsolved Mysteries. By the way, the Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix is a really good series. I think they do a way better job than the original. And then I kind of get either paranoid in the house because it's all family members killing each other in the middle of the night, or something stupid. Half the time it's the wife or the husband killing each other, and then like I get this psychological after effect or whatever, where I'm like sleeping, I'll be like looking up. I thought I just heard something.
Yeah.
And then I know, okay, it's time to tone it back a bit.
Yeah.
I better stop that shit.
Start watching Fast and the Furious or something.
Or I've been wanting to watch Squid Games.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
The wife won't have it though. I don't know. It's just not up her alley. She likes the murder mysteries, and ghost stories is a big thing for her. And I'm just like, no, I'm not watching that.
Yeah. Pilot Hero said Squid Games was worth it. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it eventually when I'm alone or something.
Yeah.
Just pretend like I'm at work.
So this past weekend, Narcos, Mexico, season 3, I believe, the final season they're saying, came out. So I binged that. Finished it the other day. A+.
A+? Oh
yeah.
I won't watch it. I don't. Not because I'm against it. I just gotta pick and choose when I got time.
But that's the thing too. Like it's in Spanish.
Yeah.
Except for like when the DEA agents are talking, it's in English and stuff like that. So it has subtitles and stuff.
Right.
I obviously can.
Right.
Understand
yeah, subtitles
it.
aren't a big deal for me. But
so to me, I'm like.
I didn't even realize it was in Spanish.
Yeah.
So
now, like going back to what we just talked about. Now I think I'm a drug dealer. A cartel boss.
Yeah, you wake
after
up
watching
powdered
that.
sugar or what? Yeah, that's funny. You mentioned Tiger King just a minute ago, and I thought, damn, can you believe? I don't know about you or anyone else watching, but even at the end of last year, I couldn't believe that the Tiger King came out, and I watched it in that same year.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
last year was such a long year.
Tiger King season 2 is coming out, or not season 2, but like, the second.
Oh, update.
Yeah.
Or something. Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Supposedly, Tiger King has very aggressive cancer, and he might die.
He's still in jail?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No. There you go. He's had a rough life.
Yeah.
So no surprise there. But what else we got? Anything good?
We just got chat. Galen85 says, "Forget those ghost shows."
Yeah, right. You're telling me it's weird because I got a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old at home, and they'll watch the ghost shows with my wife. Of course, then at night they're like scared to go to sleep, but they can't get enough of that stuff. I don't know why they like it so much. I think, what do they watch? Ghost Hunters or something like that.
Dude, that's kind of a big trend on TikTok. Like, check this out.
Oh, you see the paranormal stuff?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, get out of here. There's one with a Tesla, and they're driving in a cemetery, and then all of a sudden the Tesla on the screen, like people would pop up, and they're like, "Oh, look!" And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. And then have you seen the graphics that they have out in TikTok now, where it's like they'll show a picture of a road on a levee, or it'll be cars going, and then it'll be a computerized shark comes up and takes a bite out of the thing. Like it's got to be a 100-foot shark to do that. And it's just like, okay, we are beyond real at this point. Like, it's crazy. Some of it, if you don't know right away, like if you showed it to your grandmother, maybe even your mother, my mother, I don't know. It's like to the point where like they might go, oh shit. Like, it's some of it's believable. Like they have you seen like the hurricane ones or something, or just some like crazy tidal waves?
We're on different algorithms because
I guess
mine show me like food stuff.
Yours is showing you ASMR porn and
nah, not that.
No, damn, I'm out of Europe.
Yeah,
I can't believe I just drank that. What time is it?
Hey, you know what? I think we should have another show on this channel, TikTok Tuesdays, where we review TikToks because.
Dude, that's killer.
I mean, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. It's pretty addicting. I actually have to put my phone away. I know in the morning, first thing when I wake up, I usually check emails, and I know don't open Twitter, Instagram, and the death blow is TikTok for some reason. It's like...
I watch TikTok at night.
You?
Like in bed, and then my wife watches a little bit too, but I'll just watch, like, just scroll through the For You page, and after a while, just how good the algorithm is showing you, like, basically the stuff you like. Mm-hmm. After a while, it's very repetitive, so then I'm like, all right, I'm good for tonight.
Right, yeah. Once you start seeing videos that are along the same theme, a couple times, you're like, all right, here we go.
But I think that would be cool. You know, we want to start just shows and everything for this channel, and we want to try some new people out. So if you guys want to be a part, hit me up, leave a comment.
What's Pilot Hero got over there?
He said food TikToks are lit.
Oh yeah, those are pretty good.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a lot of fun to watch too.
Yeah.
Did you send me one with a giant Butterfinger?
Yeah, because you like Butterfingers.
Well, just once a year on Halloween, it's like that's the one time I'll have it. I will never go to a store and buy a Butterfinger.
Well, we were just talking about Butterfingers, and then some guy on TikTok took a Butterfinger and made it into like a big one.
Yeah, it was like basically a brownie dish that was this thick. It was just Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that was actually pretty cool. But yeah, and actually like the cleaning everything on TikTok is pretty.
It's
pretty
just
cool.
like
That's why we need to show TikTok Tuesdays coming to this channel soon. We'll see what happens with that.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So we've been going for 56 minutes.
Wow, how you feeling? Good?
Time flies, huh?
Yeah, that was really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we said, we pre-recorded the Friday Game Flow first episode. Hopefully we can drop that tomorrow.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. Friday Game Flow coming every Friday, noon your time. I don't know. We'll see what time we release it. But be on the lookout for that. And then also we got some more stuff coming for this channel. We're trying to put the content out there for you guys and just be entertaining. You know, so hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, just please tell a friend, subscribe, like the video, leave us some comment. We'll definitely interact with all you guys.
Yeah, please leave comments. That's the only way we're gonna get better.
Yeah.
When I say we, I mean you and Pilot Hero, and then hopefully me on the if I fill in on the Game Flow Fridays, maybe you know.
Yeah, yeah, but you know, tell your friends. That's the thing. Like I don't really want to go into it, but I kind of wanted to go in hard on like Instagram, being like, Galen85 says she loves the dancing ones.
Oh yeah, like the
dance tutorials are cool.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool.
But then after a while,
I was like, why do they always have their tongue out while they're doing that? And then I tried one. I was in the kitchen with my wife, and she goes, "Your tongue's out." I'm like, "Oh, I get it." It's like your brain can't comprehend.
Your Bobby Pop playing games.
Yeah. That guy.
But what I was gonna say is like it, you know, how like people come out with things and then people like lack supporting you sometimes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about that like on Instagram and stuff like that. It costs you nothing to like support a friend.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. But like
I kind of feel like Instagram's taking a back seat. I think it's kind of like the new Facebook. Now that Facebook's Meta.
Yeah.
And, you know, TikTok's there. It's like, that's the new crowd. I mean, that's already probably going to be replaced in 2 years by something else.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, oh, God. But the content is getting really good out there.
Yeah. Well, TikTok's killing it right now. We got a channel over there. The Gamer Boyz, search us up. We're going to be posting clips from the actual shows that we have on this channel. So quick little clips. And then also we have one right now that's hilarious in my opinion. Everyone's watching it. Pilot Hero just going off on his little things that he says. So make sure you check us out. The Gamer Boyz over on TikTok. Make sure you check out Pilot Hero. That's Pilot Hero TV, I believe.
Yeah. Correct.
So check us out there. And then also on all our social media platforms, just search The Gamer Boyz. You'll see us there. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Game on.